Next up is our Beauty Trend Talk, hosted by Danielle Weakley, the editor-in-chief of Modern Beauty and Modern Wellness.
Hey everybody. Hi. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm Danielle Weakley. I'm the editor of Modern Beauty. But in my capacity as an editor, I have worked adjacent to the beauty industry for close on 2 decades as editor of Essentials, Grazia South Africa, Women and Men's Health, and I consider myself something of a beauty addict thanks to those 20 years of tracking launches and products and catwalks and things. So I'm very excited to be chatting to you tonight. I think that after 2 odd years in a pandemic where we did nothing except hang around in sweats, beauty really did become something of a playground and an opportunity not just for self-expression in our own personal capacities, but also a chance to really indulge our skincare routines because we were at home and enjoying it. It was a chance to kind of really bring out our inner divas. I think it was a chance to really look at skincare ingredients, so the science behind skincare, and it is starting to feel a little bit like sometimes you're in a lab, not at your beauty counter, between knowing the difference between hyaluronic acid and squalene, between buchu and rooibos, kind of getting into all of those details. So I've got an amazing panel with me this evening, TK, Charli, and Boit, and we're going to chat through a couple of things. From our side, we're really happy to take a few questions from the audience as we get going, but otherwise I'll just chat and ask questions. I want to start with 2 trends that we've been tracking as Modern Beauty, and these are really future-facing trends on the beauty front that we are looking towards for like 2024 and beyond. And the first is what we're calling biotech or bioengineered beauty. And for us, what we're seeing is really the chance for what the new version of sustainable beauty will be. So sustainable beauty 2.0, but taking ingredients in a lab and mimicking what nature does. So rather than being able to go to the Arctic and find your snow lily and pluck it from the earth and turn it into amazing beauty products that do wonderful things for brightening our complexions, we're trying to mimic all of those things in a lab and turn that into something a lot more sustainable. So the great thing about that bioengineered beauty trend and what we're looking at is seeing how not only are those ingredients cleaner, but they're also more stable, they're more potent, and they have the chance to really be a lot more sustainable for the future. So that's a big trend for us that we're watching and tracking in South Korea, obviously home of all amazing beauty products. And on the South Korean side as well, and I laugh about South Korea, but between sheet masks, slugging, glass skin, it's all going on there. The other thing that we're tracking that I found really interesting that I see is starting to come through is the idea of fermentation in beauty products. So there's obviously, and we'll chat a little bit about it tonight, around the gut health, skin microbiome and how important we're seeing that connection. But the sort of follow-on from all of that in terms of trends is this idea of fermentation. So again, Korea, they already have a culinary culture that's very rich in fermented foods like kimchi, which are very good for your gut microbiome. And they're starting to experiment with fermentation of ingredients in beauty products and how that impacts your products and the efficacy of all of those things. So those are just 2 big ones from my side that I think are really interesting and kind of future-facing. But I think more than anything, what it speaks about is the fact that skincare really remains all important at this point, and that's where I want to kick off. And Tiki, I want to start with you because I think one of the big ones that we've seen, and it's certainly a hashtag that trends on TikTok currently, which is barefaced beauty. And I think it's like 93,000 million hits. But there is something quite amazing about that nice and natural look. So I'd love you to talk me through your take on that trend and the kind of products you use and what you see going on, and if you agree with that dewy, fresh-faced look.
Oh, firstly, hello, Jovo. I came all the way from Cape Town, so I'm this much nervous. So yes, I think the past 2 years of being indoors has really allowed us to understand what the heck is going on here, you know. And I think we've just become more in love with ourselves again and our faces again. So we've opted for the more bare-faced look. And that bare-faced culture is like a sense of being proud of your skin, but it's also a sense of understanding your skin and, of course, the resume that comes along with it. So I always say that you can beat your face up and look like $1 million, but the foundation on which the beat is happening needs to be, you know, then the beat is effortless. The beat just flows. So, yes, big one for me, bare face, BB creams, sunblock that has tints in it. The idea of skin being skin, you know, unapologetically with that freckle, with that mole, like let it be and let's be celebrate it, you know. So yeah, big on serums to understand also what your specific skin needs. I'm 36 years old, so I'm massive fan of hyaluronic acid. Retinol is your friend. You know, we're here to iron out those little profeet, and et cetera, et cetera. So again, I want to proudly wear that bare face, but I need to empower myself with knowing about the ingredients. I need to know what is out there to keep me on my optimum. Yeah.
I love that, and I think it taps so brilliantly into, there's this huge trend, and we speak about it a lot, and we certainly saw it a lot in the international catwalks that were running in September, but that's glass skin. And that idea of a perfectly like non-pore defined beautiful finish. Charli, I mean, you always look like you have that anyway, let's be honest.
Yes.
What do you see that happening? What do you see in terms of a finish, and how do you create that glass skin? What do you do to define your pores and uneven your, you know, like even out your skin tone?
I mean, firstly, I want to actually carry your conversation is the trend of the bare face and the natural. I think after what we've gone through, I think our face is like a billboard of health. So we want to celebrate our health and like showcase like what's happening here is gorgeous, you know? So glass skin, again, Korea, K-pop is not the only thing that came from South Korea, is the beauty trends and the formulation of key ingredients in makeup has been literally setting tones in global beauty industry. And we are seeing this in the formulation of hyaluronic acid and vitamin C, and we've got a whole hyaluronic crew over
have a
there.
fan club.
But the formulation of skincare within the beauty makeup realm. So glass skin for me is just like a showcase of health and gorgeousness and well-being. So my key little products, of course, doesn't matter what you're going to put on your face, is what you put in your body. If you're, as a makeup artist, I get a lot of questions of like, I've got dehydrated skin or thirsty or a little bit of texture here and there. My first question always is like, how's your water intake? What's your diet? What's your skincare routine? Because there's so many different foundation formulas that can, drink your water. Different foundation formulas is going to have those finishes, but if your skin basic isn't there, I can't do anything as a makeup artist. So my key little ingredients when it comes to glass skin is definitely looking at your primers, your serums, getting that gorgeousness, but also giving it time to absorb. I think we are tight with time, so we're putting everything on and we put the foundation and then start spilling and splitting and like, ooh, this foundation's not working for me or that trend's not working for me. Wees geduldig wanneer jy doen jou garnering. Be patient. Like, let the things do the things. Step in. And then, of course, if your skin is gorgeous, your makeup's going to look gorgeous. A couple of key ingredients that I love for glass skin is the Revlon Spotlight Stick Highlighter. It is everywhere. I use it on body, I use it on face, I use it on male grooming. It just got a gorgeous, gorgeous wet highlight that mimics or helps diffuse fine lines and texture, and that's really where you want to go. Go rather with your stick or cream products. That's going to help with that hydration and gorgeous feeling instead of plucking on too much powder. Please don't bake. Stop the baking.
I was waiting for that.
I
Stop the
screamed
baking.
it the last
Yes.
I've got to hold my mic. I screamed at the previous time, stop the baking.
Stop the baking.
Oh,
We like a glowy, dewy finish now, not a baked finish. Before we move on from skincare, I want to chat a little bit about makeup, because one of the big things that we've been, like also post the catwalks and post, is what we were calling at Modern Beauty reinvented grunge, but this kind of glam rock, grungy look, and it feels like a kind of continuation of those crazy, glittery euphoria trends, but also something that's a little bit more wearable, but also kind of has a good smolder for party season, and I feel like we're all rolling into our first, like, legit party season for the last couple of years.
Finally.
So what are you doing with, if you were working a look like that, what would you be using?
My favorite trend that I'm seeing at the moment is the mascara liner. Who's been seeing the mascara liner? the smudgy, grungy mascara. I mean, how many times have we put on mascara and it like starts smudging everywhere and you pull that face and you're like, oh, and a cotton bud, and you're like, create a liner from it, man. Make an eyeshadow. Why does the mascara just be on your lashes? Be fun. And the grunginess is it can add a little bit of an edge to you, especially if you're a little bit shy and you're seeing that guy around the corner. I mean, let your eyes do the talking.
We do love a TikTok hack.
Listen, I'm 35 and my TikTok is on for hours.
I'm not even going to say how old I am because I probably shouldn't be on TikTok watching that at all. Thank you so much, Charli. Boyd, I want to talk to you because what I've seen on the hair care front is a lot more solution-driven hair care coming onto the market. So whether it's hydration or repair or heat protection or scalp, it seems like there's a lot more products on offer, particularly in the natural hair care space, for like things that are specific to everybody's concern. Are you seeing that? What kind of products are you kind of excited about? What are you using?
Thank you so much for that question. Hi, guys. Hi. Sammies. So I am very much excited about the trends right now. First of all, I just want to touch on the fact that a lot of women are wearing their natural hair out. Hello. A lot of women are embracing their natural hair, which is so amazing. But also, some of the latest trends that I've seen is that a lot of women are not so boxed anymore into what they're supposed to do with their hair and what they're not supposed to do. I mean, come on, I'm a color-treated natural hair girl, okay? You can do it too, as long as you take care of your hair. And I love the fact that we have, right now, a wide range of amazing products at Clicks that cater to different needs to specific women. But also, I think the main important thing is replenishment, especially for me as a color-treated natural hair girl. I have to make sure that I replenish my hair, I put moisture back into my hair. I'm seeing another trend that I'm seeing right now is like your statement pieces right now in summer, like your statement headbands.
Yeah.
I think that's so cute, so trendy. And a lot of natural hair girls are also, you know, putting heat on their hair like once a year. I would recommend once a year. And I love the fact that a lot of women are also focusing on ingredients of what it is that they're putting onto their hair. I think that is, we've come so far compared to when I started as a natural hair girl. Like, we've come so far. A lot of women are literally, like I said, they're putting ingredients back, like good ingredients into their hair. A lot of women are playing with color. Color is an in thing right now in summer. And also I'm seeing a lot of braids in summer also. I mean, braids are no longer only just a protective hairstyle thing in winter, but it's also like an in thing also in summer, you know, especially like around the holidays. You don't want to do much with your hair, especially if you're like a lazy natural, you know, you just want to like sit back and, you know. But I just love the fact that women are just taking care of their hair. They are developing natural hair regimens, which is so cool and so amazing. And I love the fact that like now we have a brand called Ethnogenics at Clicks, which focuses on hair loss. You know, I think that's pretty incredible. And the fact that it's local, I really, really love that. So yeah, those are, I think, the exciting trends that I love currently.
Well, that's a great segue into what I wanted to chat to you about, because I love the idea and talking about hair loss and those kind of things, but also the idea of beauty from within. And there's a huge trend around skincare you can drink, beauty from within, and that intersection of health and wellness, whether it's collagen or supplements. And I know that you are a big fan, which is why I want to ask you, what are you taking? What do you use? How do you feel about collagen? What should we be doing with it?
Yeah, it's literally become like religion to me. My daily ritual where I make an absolute concerned effort that I consume my collagen every day. So we might know or we might not know this, but everything happens in our gut, you know? Our mood, our menstrual cycle, our hair, our nails, our skin, it's all in the core area over here. So I find that if I invest in that region and make sure that, and I don't even mean money-wise, I mean put attention into religiously making sure that my pH is in a good space, that you know, the bacteria there is good. Like, you know when your body responds to something like cow's milk or to gluten or to something. Same story when it comes to drinking your collagen and the way your body responds to it. So massive fan of collagen, massive fan of the Clicks' expert range. They've got a hair, nails, and skin offering, 1,000 milligrams per serving, beautifully concentrated. They've got a collagen pill as well, which is hydrolyzed. Fun fact, okay? So often we take vitamins, we consume it, we go to the toilet, and we wee out this radioactive yellow wee, you know, because all of it just comes back out. But when it's hydrolyzed, it actually gets absorbed into your body. So very importantly, to make sure that, you know, your tummy is actually taking in all the things that you are consuming. And that's why it's so important to use things like collagen, which is hydrolyzed, so that it can actually set the bacteria and the tummy ready for absorption of all the good things that we take every day. And when this is sorted, everything else is sorted.
Yeah.
The eyes are glossy, the hair is shining, the nails aren't tripping. You know, life is good. Your mood is even better. So yeah, beauty from within is a massive, massive thing for me. It starts from within, and then you can go to Charli, and Charli will beat you up beautifully. And then you can go to Boit, and Boit will tell you, girl, put this on your hair, you know. It's a chain reaction, honey.
You got the good bases.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy to open the floor up to questions. If anyone has questions for our panel, you can just pop your hand up. Otherwise, I'm going to carry on chatting to them myself while we do this. I want to ask you, Charli, because we talk a lot about
There's
beauty
a-
from within, and oh, there is a question. Oh, damn, I was getting ready to keep rolling. Yes. I think there is a mic coming around, so while it comes to
mic
you,
over there.
Q&A? Who's asking a question? Ik kom nou.
my mic handler.
Where are you? All right, hello.
Good evening, everyone. So you touched on looking natural. I really like the conversation on that. And then you went on about how baking isn't supposed to be a thing. Why shouldn't it be a thing?
Why shouldn't you be baking? I know you want to take this one.
I do. So for me, baking, we had an incredible performer earlier this evening, Adam, and baking for stage, red carpet, events is gorgeous. That's actually a lot of times that I would bake for a client, and exclusive time I will bake for a client if I want that makeup to last the entire day and also shoot beautifully. For me, remember, powder is like, it's a meal. It pulls moisture out. If you already have any fine lines or texture around your eye, your powder is pulling that extra moisture underneath the delicate area. So what does it cause? It emphasizes fine lines and wrinkles. And let's be honest, we don't want to look older than where we are. So there is key powder. I don't say do not use powder, but you can set your key areas, your concealer, with a dust of powder. That's all you need, is a dust of powder. But let your concealer sit. I think there's many times we are rushed with time that we will place the concealer, place the powder, and then hope for the best. Let the product sit and do the thing before setting powder. It is not baking powder. So it's unfortunately a trend for me that I did not get onto, but the days that I did drag and graced the stage, yes, I did bake for the gods.
Last question? Last question? No more question? Question? Do you want to
Carry on. I want to ask something then, because you were chatting a little bit about timing-wise, but double duty products, that's a huge trend, sticks. So not just lip balms, but concealer sticks and all those kind of things. We're seeing a lot of that as a trend coming through in packaging, and those double duty products. Are there any that you're rating? What do you love?
Well, for me, just basic as a makeup artist, the name on the product, when it said an eyeshadow or concealer or a lip product, whatever, that was just a pure suggestion in my book. I would use whatever I need to use to create a look. So a lipstick will create a blush. A lipstick will make a cream eyeshadow or a base. It's only pure guidelines for you. Let your creative mind explore. Beauty is fun. It's like a kindergarten child with all the crayons. You can do whatever the hell you want to. But for me, it is the trend that I like to do, and especially for day-to-day, is cream and stick products. Because the thing is, if it moves or melts or does anything, you can just push it back. Push it back where you need to. If it flakes off, it's fine. Get your beauty blender and you can blend it out. But if you bake and set, it's there. And if it lifts, unfortunately, like it's lekker nie.
Okay, let's ask one question for the hamper.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Ask them. There's a question.
I'm asking them a question.
Yes, you are. Guys, there's a question.
Okay. The question is, what is the difference between hyaluronic acid and
Wait a minute. Don't finish. Answer now before she finishes this. You must answer now. Answer. Oh, you don't know the question. Okay. Say it.
and squalane?
Do you know it? And she says, and what?
Did I make it too hard?
No. There's a lady here, the lady with the beautiful curls. Oh, you can't be thinking. You can't be thinking here. You can't be. You can't be giving me the answer. You like to win. Okay, no pressure. If you get this wrong, okay, let's go. Okay? I'm just saying, the curls be popping. They be popping.
Okay, so for dehydration.
Ask the question.
Okay. So hyaluronic acid is what actually draws in moisture. So if you have dehydrated skin, you'd go for that. If you have dry skin and you need moisture or an oil-based, you'll go for squalane.
To
And
be,
squalane
can
is
I have
made
a
from olives.
general consensus on we happy, right?
Yeah.
Happy enough?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think she can write a whole PhD on the whole
Oh, yes,
thing.
yes.
I mean, she can go for hours on that.
We live in a country where the pass rate is 33%. I think she did good enough. I think she's passed.
She passed.
She's passed.
She passed.
I would love to have a conversation.
Wait, this is for her.
Smash Portia in. Yes.
Congratulations. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Balisa.